this Volvo EX90. Now, this is an electric full-sized SUV. It's a seven-seater, quite an interesting alternative to something Tesla has been coming up with, and the Volkswagen Group and Stellantis. In fact, this is from the Geely Group, and I'm telling you right now, the Geely Group are going places. They have improved big time, everyone, big time. I repeat that. They've improved big time. In fact, they're now starting to pick a fight with everybody. They seem to be passing BMW and Mercedes and the Volkswagen Group. They seem to be putting a good fight with the Volkswagen Group. But here it is, the XC90, well, EX90. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just called it an XC90. And it's funny because the XC90 is just right behind me, everyone. So yeah, this is very interesting. All right. So right here is the EX90. The front is exactly like the Volvo EX30. This is really interesting. So the EX90 is really, really nice how they've gone about it. So as we can see on this page right here, it's very efficient. It's actually doesn't even consume a drop of oil. The only oil needed would be lubrication or something. I'm holding this cup for the cup holders. So what I like about these pop-out door handles is that it's just like this, you see? It's when you lock the vehicle, they go back in place. So it's not like a Tesla where everything is just completely inside, or like on a Range Rover or on a Mercedes. Everything is just like that. So it's really nice to look at from a distance. Let's take a nicer look from a distance, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Now, what I really like about this particular Volvo, you know what? Let me just put my cup away. So, all four doors, you get keyless entry. And the cup holder over here, very nice. I like the wooden trim. It's like an IKEA furniture. The smell inside is wonderful. You know what? Let's talk about it from the outside first. So, what I really like about from the outside is the design and the paintwork. Just look at the wheels. 5-spoke wheels, and you get the paintwork. But there's something you need to know about the wheels, is that the black area is the hubcap, whereas this is the alloy. So it's very interesting, just like Tesla and certain Chinese electric car manufacturers. The Chinese electric car manufacturers are actually doing a really good job these days, like BYD and Hongqi. But I'm not going to lie, Volvo takes the cake because it has the Volvo identity, right? But it's owned by a Chinese car manufacturer called Geely. Now, underneath the bonnet, you have additional storage space, which is really nice. And I really like those headlights, how they evolved. And then over there, you have the facelift Volvo XC90. They gave it a facelift, which I think was a bit unnecessary. But no thanks. I'd rather stick to this EX90. Now, the headlight over here is split. This is part of the daytime running light, everyone. This is really, really cool. And then we have to take a look at the rear, because towards the rear things get even more interesting. So this is a 7-seater, guys. This is a 7-seater. And you get a 360-degree parking camera. And this is a twin motor. So whenever you see this means that it's an all-wheel drive. I was about to say engine, but in this case, there's an electric motor at the front and an electric motor at the rear. And let's take a look at the bonnet. It has the whenever you open the door sound, there's this clunk, this sound. You know, it's the same sound I've heard on other Volvo cars. And so, yes, here you go. You get a shopping hook, which apparently can hold 5 kilograms. I like how it's written 5 kilograms on that, as if anyone's ever going to notice or pay attention. Because I know I don't even weigh my shopping bag. I'm just going to put it right there. Anyways, so underneath, you get additional space right here. This is really nice. It's really good. And then to pull up those third row seats, you have to go to the side of the vehicle. So let's do it together right now, guys. So this is the middle row. Before we pull on the middle row seat, we just want to talk about the fabric. The fabric seats over here are very nice, very durable. I like how just right on top you get this piping effect and a touch of leather. And the headrest is awesome. Now, it's probably not as smooth as what you've seen on a Maybach, but why don't we give it a shot? Let me see this. So, guys, bear with me. Right, so the headrest is okay. It's okay, guys. It's not perfect. It's not like a Mercedes, but it should be fine. Let's show you guys the interior of this bad boy. So this is the interior of the Volvo EX90. Now, if I'm going to be very honest, it's the interior of the Volvo EX90 is not exactly my favorite. I think I prefer the interior of the Lotus Electra or some things from the Volkswagen group like Audi. But yeah, this Volvo is quite nice. So the legroom is amazing. I like the well. I'm not a fan of the fact that you have the railing on the side, so just watch out. Knee room is good. And the headroom is no surprise. It's amazing. The headroom is just right here. It's good. You get the panoramic roof. You don't get a sunroof though, guys. And this car is like more than 100,000 euros. So that can be questionable, but then you guys all be the judge. The thing is, hey, Mr. Jims, I know you like the S90. That looks nice. I don't appreciate though your earlier comments. So you know, it's yeah. Just don't say those things, okay? And no, it's not an Ioniq 5. It's a Volvo EX90. All right. Okay. So back to the Volvo EX90, guys. So this is the infotainment system. We're going to cover it in detail later in this live. The instrument cluster, though, I think it could have been bigger. I prefer the bigger ones, like what you see on Mercedes and BMW and the Volkswagen Group. Yeah, I know, right? 100K, there's no leather. But there is some interesting material right over here. We're going to have a look at it together. But I was going to show you all the third row seats. Oh, look at this. You get a climate control right here, and it's actually cold. I can actually put an ice cream on this thing. A child seat over here. Can I sit on this child seat? Let's take a seat on this child seat, guys. Let's see if I fit on this thing. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Woo! Look at this, everyone. I'm on the child seat. Okay. Let's put the jokes aside. Let's actually get down to business right now. Right. Okay. Oh, look at this. There's a button right here. Okay, let's take a look at what the button does. Yeah, right. Oh, my apologies. There's something about the screen. There. So, what is this? Oh, okay, right. I see what this is. Okay, this is to up. Oh, this is to move the third row seat up automatically. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, this is so you have the right side and the left side. Okay, let's just move this aside. So this is how you get the seats upwards. Right, okay, and if you want to fold it down, you have to push the button again, guys. Oh, right, okay. This is a cool feature. So most SUVs I've seen, they always have a button on this side at the rear. Oh, they even have it here, guys, and you can even adjust the rear suspension. This is so cool. It's just like a Range Rover. This is nice. Except on a Range Rover, I'd highly not recommend getting it as a 7-seater because the Range Rover, I mean, would you get a Rolls-Royce Cullinan as a 7-seater? If you want to, I'm not sure if you can, but I would not do that. 7-seaters, no. Now, let's go to the driver's seat. So this has an electric rear door, and this is where you have the plug-in. And now it's time to take a look at the driver's seat, guys. All of us together on the driver's seat. And before we sit on the driver's seat, here's your electric seat adjustment. So it's a very smart feature. To move it forward and back, you have to move this knob. And when you rotate, it actually moves the backrest and everything. Now, I'm assuming that pressing this button means... Yeah, okay, so when you push this button in the middle, you are going to be able to adjust the lumbar support. This is a system you have to get used to. Me, personally, I don't like it, but then there are people who love it. In fact, there's something about this Volvo EX90. It's all about simplicity, all right? So look at this. They really simplified everything. They moved the transmission to the steering wheel side, just like what you've seen on good old American cars. So let's have a seat. Now, I'm going to be very honest with all of you, okay? Call me old school, but I'm not exactly a fan of the concept of this interior. I think for a price of 100K or more than 100K, they could have a bit livened it up a bit. But then, to be fair, this is the Volvo philosophy. I really like the simplicity. It has the Volvo identity to it. This is fine. This is good. I just think, like, this swivel wheel, for instance, is dedicated to your volume. Can you believe this? It doesn't even control the infotainment system. I'm moving this. Look at this. Okay, can I? What? Here. All right. So, what happens if I do this? Okay, guys. Okay. Maybe the car has to be in action so that this swivel wheel can do something. But something like BMW has this BMW has this swivel wheel that controls the infotainment system, okay? That's a good example. So why can't Volvo do something similar? But then just like the XC90, there used to be a button over here which you'd press for your hazard lights, whereas now on this EX90, it's on a screen. This huge screen is nice, although it can't rotate unlike a BYD, but that doesn't matter. I'm not going to complain. Now, the mirror adjustment is onto the screen, guys. This is a concept I'm again not a fan of, and I said the same thing about Tesla. I'm not a fan of the idea of having everything onto the screen. I prefer having physical buttons. There's no mirror adjustment here, guys. It's all on the screen. And to open the rear view, to open the rear windows, you have to push this. Okay, so when you see this lightened up, you can open the rear windows. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's... Oh my goodness. There's just some things I'm not exactly a fan of, but it's all about getting used to, guys. I mean, this is a perfect family car, but if you really wanted some style, it seems like BMW takes the trophy, and Mercedes as well. Well, it depends. When it comes to Mercedes electric cars with the EQ classes, I think it's a bit of a it's a bit of a mess, in my opinion. But then, hey, you all be the judge. So this is the steering wheel. I quite like it. The steering wheel is quite nice. I really like the way it's laid out. It kind of also reminds me of other Geely Group cars. I had the pleasure of driving a Lynk & Co. And they have a similar steering wheel, especially the controls on the buttons on the steering wheel. That's quite nice. And then you get a Bauer and Wilkins sound system. That's very nice. Bowers and Wilkins sound system. Bowers and Wilkins, right? I said it. I got it right, finally. To open the glove box, again, it's on the screen. And I really think this is unnecessary, guys. I really don't. See? Like, how are you supposed to open this when... okay, you see, this car is in showroom, so it's in showroom mode. So that's why, not surprisingly, there will be some things that don't work. But imagine in a real-world scenario, your car battery is dead or something is dead, and you need to open the glove box for one reason or another. What are you going to do? I think you'll have to pry it open. That's the only solution I can think of. I really think that there's some things that were unnecessary, but hey, it is what it is. The Swedish flag is necessary, though. I mean, although it's quite obvious there's some Chinese influence in this car, but who cares, right? Wireless telephone recharge is right there, but it's sitting right there as if it were an afterthought. And especially for a car of 100,000 euros, the German competitors tend to be more organized. So they'll have your wireless telephone recharge hidden somewhere, or they'll have this place more busy with some other detail. Whereas with Volvo, the EX90, it feels as if they kept those details sitting here as an afterthought. But I like the wooden trim, though. This wooden trim looks very nice. This is for your cup holders. Now, for those of you who just tuned in on my live just now, I am AutoChamp Wandelen, and this is our live session about the Volvo EX90. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, push that subscribe button right now and push the like, and we will be looking at this Volvo EX90 together. Now, this is one of the most interesting electric cars currently available. This is going to give sleepless nights to Tesla, the Chinese car manufacturers like BYD, Hongqi, and Xpeng as well, if I got that right. And then we have the German competitors like the Volkswagen Group, Audi, and BMW. Right. Good luck to these guys, because it seems like they're struggling just a little bit, and I don't think any of them have come up with a 7-seater electric car yet. Although the closest I can think of is the Skoda Enyaq iV, which is part of the Volkswagen Group. But hey, I reviewed that car already, and it's not for me. But hey, it is a good ideal family car, right? And then there's also the Stellantis. But let's face it, Stellantis is... yeah, they're just doing a mishmash of things at the moment. Anyways, let's take a look at this Volvo EX90 together right now. What is this? Okay, my apologies, guys. All right, so we're back in business. So over here, the interior of the Volvo EX90. Look at what they did with this little screen right here. This is your instrument cluster, believe it or not. I really don't like this concept. I like it when it's a bigger screen, like what you see on a BMW or on a Mercedes or even an Audi. You see, it's like they simplified a lot of things about this interior. Let's move out. Let's climb out of the vehicle. To open the door, you have to push this. Okay. And for those of you who just tuned in, this is the seating adjustment. It's a little knob right here. Yeah. Okay. Bowers and Wilkins sound system. And I really like the wooden detail, though. This wood with the chrome touch on the side, it looks awesome, especially with the dark tone of fabric underneath. And for the rest of the interior, you see you have this dark tone. That looks amazing. That does look nice. Now, in case you guys didn't notice, the frameless mirrors. So the rear view mirror is frameless. The side view mirrors are also frameless. Look at this. And you also get a blind spot monitoring. So blind spot monitoring is when a vehicle is over here and that blind spot monitoring blinks. So you should be at this side of the vehicle whilst it's on the highway or something. And then it will start alerting the driver that there's somebody on this side. These are pop-out door handles. They go back inside as soon as you push the lock button. So it's quite nice. And I like how the pillars are disguised in black. You see, there's no paintwork onto the pillar. So look at this. From the side, it does look like an estate wagon. In fact, I think the suspension is at its lowest setting. You can also adjust the rear suspension to go upwards. It's very nice. Now, this makes me think we should take a look at the... this makes me think we should look at what's underneath the bonnet. Well, I can't believe I just said bonnets because there's basically no motor in there. Well, there's no engine. Let me just... right, got this. Wow, that is so cool, guys. Okay, so electric struts over there. That's nice. And then over here, you get storage space. And yeah, I like how the first thing I see is made in China. That's cute. Anyways, just ignore that, guys. This is a Volvo, and it's Swedish enough, just like that Volvo EX90, no, XC90 over there. That's fine. That's really good. And what's this? I think it's just a absorber for the bonnet. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Or perhaps I think it's for the pedestrian safety. Not sure what this device is. But then you get your fluid refuel over here. So this is to refuel the washers. I wonder what this is. Okay. Anyways, perhaps nothing important. Now we close this. This is awesome. And you don't need to slam this thing. You can also soft close this thing. From the front, it does look like the Volvo EX30. That does look good. That does look good. Hey, Alexander Marcos, thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to push the subscribe button to you all. Oh, by the way, I want to let you all know something very important. This over here is the LiDAR. Now, from a distance, it does make the Volvo EX90 look like a taxi. I'm not really a fan of this concept, but it's in terms of looks, it doesn't look nice. It looks like a taxi. But in terms of functionality, I guess it does its job because it's meant for safety. So it's a LiDAR system that senses. It acts like a sensor, basically. It's part of Volvo's safety system. In fact, Volvo brand has a reputation for safety, everyone. So that's why they really take their safety very seriously. But I think this time they went a bit too far. And Volvo for life really necessary? They literally wrote Volvo for life on that thing. That's unnecessary, but then at the same time, why not? And it should be noted that for a price of more than 100K, the rear windows are not even tinted. Huh. And when it comes to the rear lights, they've changed it a lot. They kind of made it like the EX30. It's different to the XC90. On the XC90, you see the rear lights are continuous, whereas on this Volvo EX30, you see the rear lights are split. So this is different, very different. Let's check this out. And you get your rear view parking camera right there. I like the black tone over here, though. That does look nice. It does look good from a distance. Let's take a look at it from the distance. See this? This is really nice. All right, so listen to the sound of the door. Ah, this is awesome. I like it. And you want to know what's even better? Even with all 7 seats up, you still get additional space right here. Coat hook right here. Well, it's not really a coat hook. It's more like a shopping hook. But who cares? To me, it's the same thing almost. And this is the 3rd row seat. You see? It's very nice. And if you want to fold it down, it's quite simple. It's quite simple, actually. And you get the Oh, it's. Oh, I had to soft touch it. Oh, look. Okay, that's funny. I just soft touched this thing and it folds down right away. So what happens if I soft touch it again? Okay, that electric motor must have some abs of steel or something because it moves it like quickly upwards. Or this must be some light seat. Either the motor is very strong or the seat must be light or both. Volvo pure junk. Choose one. Hey, chosen one. You say Volvo is pure junk. I'm not. I honestly can't really say anything against that. But all I can say is that the Volvo EX90 has changed a lot, and it's for the better. Like when it comes to electric cars, this has to be one of the most electric cars ever. It's quite interesting how they've gone about it. That's all I can say. But otherwise, this is going to be a very interesting competitor against Mercedes, BMW, and the Volkswagen Group and Stellantis. So honestly, I can't really say this is pure junk. This is just a revolution, guys. This is something very unique, very cool. This is something so cool. I like the wheels though. The wheels do look nice. They're awesome. Hey, the Oreo house. I say hey to you too. I say hey to all of you. All right. So it's quite interesting how they've gone about this. This is really nice, and I like the tether points you get on the side. Look at this, tether points over here. Now let's fold down this third row seat. Just light touch this thing. That's very nice. And we can then proceed to closing the back door. Hey there. All right. So I really like this lining over here on the side. The lining over here on the side is just like the previous generation, the Volvo XC90. And in fact, speaking of Volvo XC90, it is sitting right here. This is the facelifted Volvo XC90, which I'm not really a fan of, but then hey, Volvo has a plan of it, right? I mean, Volvo, they have something going on. There's a reason they have this here. So we have to just trust what they do in this point. Although me personally, I wouldn't really like, it's there's just something about the EX90 that seems to now be casting a shadow over the XC90. But then irrespective of what I say, the XC90 is a hot seller, guys. The XC90 is a hot seller. Just look at the Bowers and Wilkins sound system from here. The Bowers and Wilkins sound system. Now, according to this sheet over here, the body paint is called Vapor Gray, and the interior is Volmix Zinc, the interior fabric. That's very nice. And let's study this graph over here, this page. So, the battery has a power of 300 kilowatts. So that's 408 horsepower, guys. This is powerful. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Do you like this interior?
I love it.
I'm actually live on YouTube, and this car is amazing.
This car is amazing. This car is, I think, this is the best European EV at the moment.
You think so?
For the 7 seats, yeah.
Oh, guys, there's a customer who says this 7-seater is one of the best in the EU market. I actually agree with him because Volkswagen Group doesn't have anything.
Volkswagen has only the ID Bus, which is not high quality.
Exactly, it's a family. It's just a bus. Yeah.
Exactly. Then you have the Kia and the upcoming Hyundai.
Yeah.
But I mean, these luxury.
This is amazing, right?
This is amazing.
The Mercedes and BMW don't even have this. It seems not yet. Not yet. Exactly. If you want, you can take a look at the car detail. You can take a look at the car. Oh, okay. Hey, Crep. Hey, Chip. I say hey to you also. Hello everyone. So this is the interior. Earlier we covered it, everyone. And this is your central console storage. It's quite nice. So just now I had the opportunity to speak to a customer about this car, and he was really, really happy with this. So I know some of you think it's not a good car, and I personally am not a fan of the EX90. I mean, for the price of the EX90, I would rather go for something else. Like I'm not really. Well, I mean, me, I'd go for the Porsche Taycan, but that's its price, the same price as this. But that's a completely different segment. The Porsche Taycan is a sports car, basically, whereas this beast is a seven-seater. So these are two completely different segments. If you're someone with a family, you need to get this car because I can't really think of any other car as good as this. Something that's safe, something that's quite simple, easy to get cleaned and maintained in case the family gets into a bit of a fight in the car and they made a mess inside. Yeah, you need to clean up the mess. So this car is more ideal. And it's got the performance, it's got the capabilities. But if you want luxury, you can always try checking and to see what alternatives there are in BMW and Mercedes and other competitors like from the Volkswagen group. I can't really think of any. The customer here just now said he was really happy with this car, and this is like the only available. So in this, and me personally, I wouldn't mind. I don't really mind about the EX90. I saw a few driving on the road. They look awesome. They look awesome. What I really like is how they've employed the simplicity and played it to their advantage. So just like Tesla, guys. Like on a Tesla, you see the exterior of a Tesla. They look all simple and everything. And then the interior is also all simple and everything. And they took it to their advantage. People like that. And just like Volvo, guys. Although I prefer like you see the Volvo XC60 over there. I think that was better when they had a bit of a busy rear design. But then, again, it's all selective taste. There are people who love it, like the XC30. And that's fine, actually. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Leather wrapped steering wheel. That's rather squidgy. And what is this button? I'm very curious to know what this button is. I think it's supposed to be the steering adjustment. Speaking of steering adjustment, I'm not going to be surprised if it's going to be on the screen. And if it is on the screen, I'm not going to be happy to know this because honestly, I prefer being in control of things. I prefer to, do it by myself. You see? I mean, call me old school, but I really don't think this is my favorite. And then over here's your transmission. Okay. And to start the vehicle, I think you have to just push the pedal and you have to have the key with you inside the vehicle. Let's check out the infotainment system together. So this is your infotainment system screen. This is quite nice. But now when it comes to the infotainment screen, it feels like BMW and the Volkswagen group, they have better details. They'll show you the hills. They'll show you all sorts of things. Whereas this Volvo uses an Android system, and that's not bad at all. And so the Android system is awesome, but it would be nicer if they could do it themselves. If Volvo could create its own infotainment system, just like Mercedes and BMW have. But it's not a big deal, guys. It's okay. I'm not gonna complain. It's not a big deal. Look at this. Look at this map. So I was just checking out the map. This is awesome. Now let's check out the air conditioning system. Whoa. What did I just do? I don't know what I pressed, guys. I was on a nice page just now, showing the. Come on, climate control. Where are you, bro? I was on the climate control just now. What? How did I just lose that? Look at the hills. So, for example, this is Norway, and the mountain detail is good. I mean, Android has gone places so far. I mean, they've improved a lot, but I still think it's. Yeah. Oh, they're even showing the equator. That's cute. That's very nice. Okay, I think this is all night mode. I have to move it to daytime mode to actually improve the quality. So let's try seeing the parameters, the setting. It should be like an iPad, okay? So I think we go on the home, parameters, and then I think at some point we'll be able to choose between daytime mode and night mode. And we also get to choose driving assistance. And then also driving modes. Ideally, there should be a section for driving modes. It's something you have to find out. You have to study this vehicle, and then only you will see everything in detail, guys. All right, so here it is. Connectivity, recharge. Aha. Let's see. Oh, right. You also get ambient lighting, if I'm correct. By the way, this is all French, guys, and you get your steering adjustment right here. No, 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 no! Please don't tell me to adjust the steering wheel. Come on, I want to do it. Whatever. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, so you can adjust the suspension setup. You can choose to have it firm, all sporty, or you can choose to have it soft, more on the luxury side. Me, I would engage sport mode if I were on the highway, because the firmer the suspension, the more efficient it will accelerate and everything on the highway. But the soft setup would be nice when you're on a bumpy road, or when you are driving in the city, you're chilling. That's when I would keep the soft setup. Okay, whereas ein Pedal. Okay, right. I'd stick to auto for most parts. Let the system decide for you what is the best thing to do. And when it comes to sound, oh, you can choose. Oh, oh, you can choose the sound. It's like, oh, that's nice. So if you want some peace and quiet at the front and let the kids enjoy their music, you can move it to the rear. This is how good it is. Or you can have it the sound of the entire car. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, okay, we're good. We're good. That's good. Very nice. And then to navigate around the apps. Oh, we can watch YouTube. Oh my god, let's watch YouTube. Let's watch YouTube. Oh my gosh. Ah, this is so cool. Okay, well, let's look up my YouTube channel, guys. Let's look up AutoChamp Wandelen. Okay, AutoChamp. Let's type AutoChamp Wandelen. Oh, I'm the first result up there. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. We can actually watch my YouTube channel on this thing. This is so cool. So as you guys can see, I do truck spotting videos and I also do car reviews. So welcome to this live session, where in this live session, I am checking out this Volvo EX90 with you all. We're looking at it together. This is awesome. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. I like it. I like it. This is nice. This is nice. Oh my gosh. This is, oh god, oh god, oh god. This is awesome. Okay, right. Okay, how do we go back? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, right. Okay, right. This is good. Right. And so this was hilarious. Whatever happened just now, guys. I just wish I could take this down now. Like, well, how do I get rid of this page? Righty. Let's just okay. Well, let's just go to the main page of my YouTube channel and everything. So yeah, so I can actually watch Netflix, or well, I can't watch Netflix, but I can definitely watch YouTube on this. Can I? Let's check this out. So this is a review I created of the Volkswagen Tiguan. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever, guys. So we can literally watch YouTube on the screen in this car. For the 2025s, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. One of the coolest things I've ever seen. This is awesome. Okay, right. So we're good. We're good. So I just want to take this down. How do we cut pages, though? So, okay, you know what? This is getting... so like... this is... Okay, whatever. You know what? Let's just focus on the things on hand. So the screen, the infotainment system is nice. Infotainment system is nice to navigate around. I was initially skeptical about the Android system of this car, but then, to be fair, the Android system is just like a iPad or your Samsung pad. Actually, not iPad, because iPads would use a Safari system. It's an Apple system. This is very similar to what you've seen on your Samsung tablets or something. Perhaps just more advanced, because this is meant to be used for controlling the vehicle, the car. So naturally, they're going to make this way, 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 way better. Right. And yeah. So over here, this is your rear lights. The exterior design does look amazing. In fact, it does look quite desirable from certain angles. Now, the design is quite selective. It does resemble the Volvo it resembles the Volvo XC90, but it's just more humble. And I like how for the wheel well, they have it round. They have a rounder wheel well. So this is really good, guys. This is really good how they've gone about this. And frameless mirrors, 360-degree parking camera, and then you also have parking cameras which are like sensors or something. They're supposed to guide you. Now let's take a look at the front seat passenger seats. So you get this under thigh support. That looks nice already. Let's take a seat over here. Oh, nice. Nice handle on the side. This is really good. Oh, this is awesome. So apparently the screen over here is driver centric. It's tilted more towards the driver. So this is really good. I already like this. I don't like having the screen over here. I hate that concept. Okay, some car manufacturers are actually obsessing over this. Thank goodness Volvo had this out of their mind. Thank God for that. Although they decided to move everything to the screen, that's something you all will be the judge about. Nice cup holder over here, but if you need, you can always put it away, and you get this nice wooden trim down there. Nice. I like that actually. This is awesome. It's like a shutter. This is great. And then, oh wow, the central console, you can adjust the deepness of the central console storage. That's really good, actually. That's very nice. That's real good. Okay, and then over here, oh, you get your hazard lights above as well. That's very cute. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, and then these are all your lighting setup. That's the SOS button. It's very nice. So for the seating, fabric seats with the piping on top and the leather touch over here. The headrest is very squidgy. Let's check the headrest together. Right, let's turn the camera around. Okay, the headrest. Okay, the headrest does its job, but I feel like it's a bit on the firm side. So it's not exactly like my experience in a Mercedes Maybach or something. But there's some competitors. They're not even luxury manufacturers. They offer nice and squidgy headrests. Hey, Albert, you say hey to me, I say hey to you. Okay, so back to topic, guys. The headrest is just, it does its job. That's all I can say. That's good. As you can see, the rear view is amazing. This is really good. I'm quite impressed with the Volvo EX90 so far. It's like the more I look at it, the more I'm starting to like it, actually. But honestly, it's a 7-seater, and so I just don't see any use for it for me personally. But I see great potentials for it when it comes to family use. Like, I think when it comes to family use, this is going to be very, very ideal. Definitely. The Volvo EX90 takes the trophy for family use. Nice car, sir. Thank you, Albert. It's a really nice car, actually. I quite like it. This is really nice. Quite nice. Here, let me turn the camera around. So there you go, everyone. This is the interior. It does look quite nice. I like the chrome trim over here. Just right underneath the wood. Makes it look like an IKEA furniture, which makes it very Swedish, actually. It's quite nice. Righty. Let's climb out. Bowers & Wilkins sound system. That's very nice. Whereas over here, you have the Volvo XC90. And if we look at it, it's a big contrast. The interior hasn't really changed much. It's just, as part of this facelift, they've just evolved it. And I'm personally not a fan of this idea. I really don't know what the Volvo XC90 is doing at this point. I think it should have had a new generation by now. Gas saver, right? Yes, I know, Albert. This is a gas saver. The EX90. It's a gas saver. It's electric. It competes against the likes of from Tesla. I know Tesla has a 7-seater. It's the the Model X, I think. And then also we have Hongqi. But this is a rare 7-seater, guys. This is like, I think, when it comes to something from a reputed manufacturer like Volvo, there's not many car manufacturers that are offering a 7-seater that's electric. So this is very nice. This is awesome. And now towards the rear seats. Towards the rear seat, this is awesome. Now this, I initially thought this was supposed to be for your seating adjustment, but actually this is to open the third row seat. So let's check this out. So to access the third row seat, it's quite simple. And just press this. There we go. This is so cool. They keep their heads down, though. They don't look very happy. Kids, cheer up. Come on. Okay, whatever. Then keep your head down. There. Stay down, kids. I like the system, though. I like how efficient it is. I mean, look at how flat the floor is when everything is folded down. Yeah. And let's fold down that seat as well. That's very good. Now, it just occurred to me that there doesn't seem to be any 12-volt socket towards the rear. There's no 12-volt socket, but I'm quite impressed with how spacious it is. You get acres of space, guys. This reminds me of the Volvo wagons of the 90s. These were the 90s, guys. I grew up around the Volvo wagons as a kid. My parents never had one. They never had a Volvo. We never had a Volvo, but we grew up around Volvo cars. We grew around all generation of Volvos. So therefore, it's like I know what to expect when I see a Volvo. And I had many friends in my school who had Volvos. Well, they were not my friends. They were more like just classmates. And then over here, you get detailed climate control. That's very cute. It's very nice. Backseat pocket, as I mentioned earlier, is fabric. Look at this. This is awesome material. I like it when it's fabric because fabric seats, like fabric especially, it endures a very long time. Now, some of you may be thinking, for a car of 100,000 euros, why is this not leather? Why is this fabric? Now, this is durable material, especially for family use, everyone. You get a nice cup holder, armrest with cup holder right here. That's very nice. It's very cool. It's very nice. Okay, everyone. So in a moment, I'm gonna wrap this up, but I just want to say thank you all for joining me on this live. Okay. Thank you all for joining me on this live. Let's sit inside the vehicle and talk. Okay, so thank you all for joining me on this live. Thank you all so much. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please push the subscribe button, push the like button, leave a comment, and let me know what you all think of of this live session in general. And also, I will be more than happy to talk to you all. If you leave a comment on any of my videos, I will automatically see it and I will respond to you guys. This means a lot to you all join me on this live session. Thank you so much. And there will be more live sessions coming up, okay? I will be hosting more live sessions on random vehicles. I don't have it planned out really what vehicle to find. I just review and go live on any vehicle that's available and that I find life worthy. Okay. So what I think of this Volvo EX90, perfect family car, but just not for me. Okay, this car isn't for me. It's a nice car, I give you that. Okay, this is one of the best cars out there, but it's just not for me. For a price of 100,000 euros or more than 100,000 euros, I'm more of a Porsche Taycan guy. I'd go straight for the Porsche Taycan. I know it's not a 7-seater. The Porsche Taycan is a different planet. It's a different world, but I don't really care about that. Okay. 7-seaters are for kids or for families. Anyways, thank you all for joining me on this live. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up right now, and I love you all. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. I'll be live again next week around this time of the week, perhaps earlier or perhaps later. I don't know. But I look forward to seeing you all again. All right. Okay, then. See you all very soon. I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay. Bye.